Imagine a time when one name defined mobile communication: Nokia. For billions, a Nokia phone was their first digital connection. A cultural icon, not just a device. Its ringtones echoed everywhere, its presence felt in every corner of the globe. But even the brightest stars can fade. Nokia's story is one of innovation, dominance, and a dramatic fall. A reminder that no tech throne is permanent. We'll explore how Nokia rose to power, what made it magical, and the forces that led to its decline. Do you remember the thrill of Snake 2, or the iconic startup sound? These memories unite a generation. Join us as we journey through the rise, reign, and transformation of a true tech titan. Every great story has a beginning, a spark that ignites a journey. Ours doesn't begin in a sterile laboratory filled with bubbling beakers and complex equations. Instead, it unfolds in the rugged, untamed landscapes of 1865 Finland, a land of vast forests and pristine lakes. Here, amidst the whispering pines and the rushing waters, a wood pulp mill stands, a testament to early industrial ambition. This mill is the brainchild of Fredrik Idestam, a man with a vision, a pioneer who saw the potential in the natural resources of his homeland. From the humble beginnings of paper production, a seed is planted, a foundation is laid. Nokia evolved, branching out into new territories, first embracing the world of rubber, manufacturing tires and other goods. Then, sensing the growing demand for connectivity, it ventured into the production of cables, the arteries of a modernizing world. And finally, with an eye towards the future, Nokia embraced the complex and rapidly evolving world of electronics. Each strategic pivot, each calculated risk, brought it inexorably closer to the interconnected world we know today. As the 20th century drew to a close, Nokia stood poised on the precipice of a new era, ready to embrace the mobile revolution that would reshape the globe. The clunky car phones of the era, status symbols of the wealthy and connected, and the hefty handheld bricks that followed, were more than just gadgets. They laid the essential groundwork, the technological foundation upon which a global communications network would be built. This groundwork paved the way for Nokia's ascent, its transformation into a global empire, a force to be reckoned with in the burgeoning digital age. As the calendar turned to the 1990s, Nokia, under new leadership, made a bold and decisive move, a strategic gamble that would define its future. It made the difficult decision to shed its legacy businesses, to divest itself of the diverse portfolio it had carefully cultivated over decades. This was all in service of a singular, unwavering focus: mobile phones and the networks that connected them. This laser-like focus, this commitment to a single vision, set the stage for Nokia's meteoric rise to the top of the telecommunications industry. Nokia wasn't content to simply adapt to the changing technological landscape. It was actively preparing to lead the charge, to spearhead the digital revolution that was about to transform the world. The remarkable transformation, the journey from a humble paper mill nestled in the Finnish countryside to a global tech giant, was now complete. And the world, poised on the brink of unprecedented connectivity, was about to be forever changed. Nokia's phones were legendary for a reason. They weren't just devices, they were symbols of reliability and innovation. Each phone was crafted with a dedication to quality that set them apart from the competition. The 3310, for example, was nearly indestructible, a testament to Nokia's commitment to durability. It could withstand drops, bumps, and even the occasional splash of water. Drop it, reassemble, and it worked. No need for fragile cases or delicate handling. It was a phone built for real life. Their battery life was unmatched, a stark contrast to the power-hungry smartphones of today. Lasting days on a single charge, imagine that. No more frantic searches for outlets or carrying around bulky power banks. True freedom for users everywhere. You could travel, work, and play without the constant worry of your phone dying. It was liberating. Simplicity was key. Nokia understood that not everyone needed or wanted a complicated device. Intuitive menus made navigating the phone a breeze. Even first-time users could quickly learn how to make calls, send texts, and access other features. Easy texting and games like Snake made them accessible to all. Snake became a global phenomenon, a simple yet addictive game that entertained millions. Nokia democratized mobile technology, making it affordable and accessible to people from all walks of life, connecting billions across cultures and continents. They bridged geographical divides and fostered communication on a global scale. Their global reach was unrivaled, a testament to their strategic vision and expansive distribution network. With devices tailored for every market and price point, from basic models to more advanced offerings, Nokia had a phone for everyone. A masterful distribution network put Nokias in the most remote corners of the planet, ensuring that even the most isolated communities could benefit from mobile connectivity. At its peak, Nokia commanded over 40% of the global market, a staggering figure that reflects their dominance and influence. Robust hardware designed to withstand the rigors of daily use. Long battery life, providing users with unparalleled freedom and convenience. And user-friendly software made them seemingly invincible. They were the gold standard in mobile technology. For a time, Nokia was the undisputed king of mobile phones, a reign built on innovation, quality, and a deep understanding of its customers. But the world was about to change, and Nokia would soon face its greatest challenges. January 9, 2007. A seemingly ordinary date, but one that would forever alter the course of technology and communication. Steve Jobs, with his signature black turtleneck and captivating stage presence, unveils the iPhone, a device unlike anything the world had ever seen. He stood there, promising to reinvent the phone, not just improve it, but completely redefine what it meant to connect with the world. Its touchscreen, a responsive and intuitive interface, was a radical departure from the physical buttons of the past. Its sleek design, a seamless blend of glass and metal, was a testament to Apple's commitment to aesthetics and user experience. And its app ecosystem, a vibrant marketplace of endless possibilities, was revolutionary. A game-changer that would forever alter the mobile landscape. Suddenly, Nokia's button-based phones, once symbols of innovation and reliability, looked clunky and outdated, relics of a bygone era. The iPhone didn't just add features. It wasn't simply about making calls or sending texts. It changed the very idea of what a phone could be, transforming it from a mere communication device into a pocket-sized computer, a portal to the world. Soon after, Google's Android arrived, a challenger eager to compete in this new frontier. Open-source Android offered a different approach, a collaborative ecosystem where innovation could flourish. Customizable, it allowed manufacturers to tailor the operating system to their specific hardware and design preferences. And adopted by manufacturers worldwide, Android quickly gained traction, becoming a dominant force in the global smartphone market. The smartphone universe exploded with innovation and choice, a kaleidoscope of designs, features, and functionalities. Nokia, still dominant in sales, a giant in the industry, watched with a mixture of curiosity and concern. They watched as the definition of a smartphone shifted to something entirely new, something beyond their traditional understanding. Apps, small programs that unlocked a world of possibilities, became the central focus. User experience, the ease and enjoyment of using the device, became paramount. And internet capabilities, the ability to access information and connect with others, became essential. The conversation was no longer about battery life or durability, the traditional strengths of Nokia phones. It was about what your phone could do, the experiences it could unlock, and the connections it could facilitate. Nokia was no longer leading this new era. They were observers, struggling to adapt to a rapidly changing landscape. The ground beneath the giant began to tremble, the foundations of their dominance starting to crack. A quiet unease spread through the company, a sense that something fundamental had shifted, and that their future was uncertain. The age of the smartphone had truly begun, a new era of mobile technology that would forever change the way we live, work, and connect. And external threats were only part of Nokia's challenge. Internal struggles proved just as damaging. Bureaucracy and slow decision-making hampered innovation. Symbian, once a strength, became outdated and hard to adapt for touchscreens and modern apps. Debates raged over whether to adopt Android, but pride in Symbian and the slow-developing MeeGo prevailed. MeeGo showed promise, but arrived too late. Nokia's leadership hesitated, unable to pivot quickly in a rapidly changing market. The company focused on feature phones and hardware, but the real battle was in smartphones. As competitors raced ahead, Nokia's grip on the high-end market slipped. The giant was stumbling, losing ground in a world it once ruled. In 2011, CEO Stephen Elop described Nokia as standing on a burning platform. Change was urgent. The solution: a bold alliance with Microsoft, adopting Windows Phone as Nokia's primary smartphone OS. The Lumia series was born, striking hardware, vibrant colors, and top-notch cameras. Windows Phone's Metro interface was fresh, but the ecosystem lagged behind iOS and Android in apps. Developers and consumers hesitated, wary of the limited app selection. Despite beautiful design and innovation, Lumia struggled to gain traction. The partnership hoped to create a third mobile ecosystem, but the app gap proved fatal. Sales lagged, and the fire on Nokia's platform kept spreading. The alliance was bold, but it couldn't reverse Nokia's decline. The company's future was more uncertain than ever. Despite valiant efforts, Nokia's losses mounted and market share plummeted. In 2013, Nokia announced the sale of its Devices and Services division to Microsoft, a stunning end to an era. For Finland and the world, it was a deeply emotional moment. The king of mobile phones was selling its crown jewels. The sale for €5.44 billion was a fraction of Nokia's former value. Microsoft continued Lumia production but struggled against Android and iOS. Building a third ecosystem proved impossible. Eventually Microsoft scaled back, and the Nokia name faded from phones. The once ubiquitous brand became a memory, a quiet end to a legendary reign. The mobile world had moved on. But Nokia's story didn't end. It transformed. Today Nokia is a leader in telecommunications infrastructure, building the networks that power our digital world. At the forefront of 5G and the Internet of Things, Nokia shapes the future from behind the scenes. Its brand lives on in phones made by HMD Global, echoing classic Nokia values with modern Android. The company's legacy endures in patents, innovation, and the networks connecting billions. As we reflect, one question lingers. What if Nokia had embraced Android early on? Could it have remained a dominant force in the smartphone era? The answer is lost to history, but the story of Nokia remains a powerful lesson in innovation, adaptation, and the relentless pace of progress.